Hey everyone, this is Lisa Destuto. Your host for the State of the Markets. And today we got a really great topic for you guys because we're going to talk about how to work with buyers that are struggling in this market with multiple offers. We all handle our clients differently. And so that's what we're going to dive into today. But I do want to introduce our panel here. We have Debbie Lucas coming from Southern California. We have Cheryl Castle, located in Central California, outside of Sacramento, and Lisa Lamborghini, located in San Diego and Carlsbad. Bad. And then we have Christine Boysen coming from Mullica Hill in South Jersey. So let's just dive right in and talk about this particular topic. I know for me, I just feel that sometimes I know a lot of agents don't want to do this, but I just go with the flow here. And what I mean by that is I take my clients out and it's because they're stubborn. They have it in their head. They don't want to ask full asking. They want to go under. And as much as it's painful, I try to give them the best advice. But if they're not hearing me and they have to do it their way, then they need to get burnt along the way. And sometimes I find that it takes about two or three times till finally they say, Lisa's right. We need to go see this house like immediately. We need to put an offer in immediately. And we can't ask for contingencies. We can't take a cut in price because this is the market. It's absurd. It's really crazy. So, I mean, that's how I feel. That's kind of how I do it. A lot of people may dismiss their client and say, well, hey, we're not a match. We're not going to work together. You got to trust me. I'm the professional. So I'm going to pass this to Christine and ask you, how do you feel about this topic? And would you handle your clients the same way as I do?
Yeah, well, thank you. I actually have a client right now who is steeped in not reality. So it is a challenge. You have to balance between being a professional and guiding them, hearing them, being a listener, and meeting their needs, and somehow making the two meet in the middle so that we can be successful in our journey. I have a client now that I have been working with for over 6 months. I've put in, shown her probably over 40 homes, and we put in 9 offers, and we got 3 accepted. Of those 9 offers, it was a struggle. She wanted to definitely go below, like not just 5 or 10, like 40K below. And I was like, really? Because I'm not, she's, well, it's this area, it's that area, and it's just not worth it. And I'm like, I said, okay, I'll submit your offer, see what they say. And I remember one particular offer, she went 40 or 45,000 below asking. And I'm like, I'm pleased to present my well-qualified buyer's offer, with her being qualified for 350 and I'm putting in for 245 on your 285 home, and I'm like, so he responds, thank you for your offer. We received a higher offer, and he put in parentheses, much higher. Like, what was you thinking? And I'm like, I know. He's like, she must be a rookie. I feel like some of these buyers put our reputations on the line, because this is where I feel with this buyer right now. I'm the professional. I know what's going on. I know if you don't want to play in this market, then sit it out until you're more comfortable. But you can't expect that because we're all here, everybody's going to accept your offer down here. It doesn't work that way. And so, long story short, and fast forwarding to our third offer being accepted, I was letting her know when we were in the process of that one, some of the houses we'd put offers on, and oh, this one went for this and this one went for that. And she was like, really? Really? So I was trying to encourage her to say, we're not jumping that low. We're going in and asking, or you're going slightly over. You're not asking for a concession. Do you want this house? Yeah. And to surmise all this, at this point, I feel that this person's not committed to purchasing, because this third offer we're in, and we're at the mortgage commitment, and we decided, I'm not really liking that payment, and I don't think I can afford this house now.
Ouch. So Christine, did you show her the email? Did you?
Oh yeah, I told her. I told her what I shared that email in the beginning. She was like, yeah, whatever. But now it's right. So now we've lost a third home. And I'm reevaluating continuing to work with this buyer because I'm not really sure if it's a reality problem, if it's a commitment problem, but it's my problem now that I have like lost credibility across the towns here with putting in offers, and we're not following through. So buyers, for you listening, listen to your realtor. They do know what's going on. Listen, we want the deal to close too. We want you to get the best price. We are here to protect you. We don't want you to overpay. We don't want you to settle for something that's not worthy. If you trust your realtor, then trust them through the whole process. But some people just think they know better. And if they have that comfort zone, then be honest. Tell them what that comfort zone is. And let's just be looking at homes in that price range. Let's not show me homes that are 40, 50,000 over and think you're going to get that home. So in this market, I think the reality check is huge.
I have to agree. I think trust is a big factor. And, I don't know necessarily if every agent got their client's best interest. I don't want to talk down, but my point is trust. I mean, you need to trust them. They need to trust you. I'm going to pass this on to Deb. Have you had any issues with your past clients where it was a trust issue?
Where it was a trust issue that they didn't trust me?
Or vice versa, you didn't trust them and you're trying to give them professional advice.
Yeah. So the buyer that Christine's talking about versus the buyer that you were talking about, that's two totally different buyers, right?
Very true.
So Christine has like a professional buyer. That's all they do is they go around and they try to buy houses and they suck up your time, and they probably he or she probably loves spending time with you, but you're like, no, wait a minute. I have a job here. I can't be doing this with you. Whereas Lisa's buyer, we've all had both these buyers, right? Lisa's buyer, you could kind of tell, and because they're kind of listening a little more, and so we've all had those two buyers. I work like you ladies, wherein I guide and we talk about the market and what's happening in the areas, and if you want this house, you need to do these things. If it's a first-time buyer, they just usually are going to lose it. And I already know they're going to lose it. We're going to fight. We're going to go in the ring, but they're going to lose it because they have to lose one or two or maybe three. And then they're like, I want that house. Those things, let's do those things now. That I didn't do before. And, we always say, well, it wasn't meant to be. The other ones weren't meant to be. And that's all fine and good because they do end up with the house, right? That they fall in love with and makes everyone happy. So it's just kind of like we all just tune into like, who is this buyer? And Christine, I don't blame you. You might have to write them their pink slip and let them go on their way. We've all had
That's what I tell her.
I know.
So, we're all experiencing multiple offers. So, Cheryl, are you seeing that now that you're back from that lovely trip to Italy?
Yes.
Are you seeing that?
Yes, we are. I do have a professional buyer on my roster. It's been 2.5 years now, and he still blames me for the house 2.5 years ago that he lost by $5,000. That's now gained $200,000 in equity. So, yes, he wouldn't listen, and now it's you grab them by the ear and twist their ear, and what are you going to do? But I ask people now, what is the most important? Is it the interest rate or your monthly payment? If it's your monthly payment, let's figure out what it is. And I stay in the monthly payment. I tell people, do not get house poor.
Yep.
And by saying that, I think a lot of times my clients, especially my first time buyers, are like, okay, so I can afford X. And it's like, we will shop for that. I'm very proud of the fact that my last two that I a couple closes ago, got good credits for. I had a first time buyer in, and he basically, I think he came in with a couple $1,000s out of pocket because I was able to get him credits. So with what's going on in the market right now, multiple offers, and it's a seller's market, but we are still in my area seeing the fact that we are getting some credits. So we are getting, whether it's inspections or credits towards closing or whatever, if we can go in right. What we're having a problem with right now is getting appraisals to come in. So it's hard to discuss with the buyer what are going to happen with appraisers. So buyers, they're struggling. They're struggling with if it's priced well, there's 2 or 3 offers on a house.
Mhm.
And you have to go in at asking or above. It's just, you can't wiggle in the entry. I mean, it's not going to happen. And it's hard for people to understand. They think the market's crashing, but it's not going down. I mean, it's stable. We're pricing houses at market. So,
Yeah.
But I still have my 2.5-year-old client, and I just don't let him suck too much time.
That's tough. That's totally tough. Lise, I know sometimes you do estate sales. Are you?
That's all I do.
Okay. So are you finding the multiple offers with the estate sales that your transactions that you're doing?
It's everywhere. The news is what has put so much into the mind of the buyer that it's crashing. The media, everything from social media to the news. And if they would just stop it, they would have the truth of what's going on in the market.
Just turn off the news.
Yeah.
It would change so much.
Just listen to us. We know what's going on.
Exactly.
Talk
Exactly.
to a real person.
Yeah. I've said so many times in different formats and different ways the same thing, because you never know when that person's going to be watching or listening, and it's so hard for people to get this news just from something they're reading online, just from a news article. You got to talk to the people that are in the trenches, right? The realtors, the lenders. So hopefully
when you do talk to them, they go, no, that's not right. We should be able to win 100,000 less, or whatever your market is. My market is that. And you're like, no, here, I'm going to grab some other articles to show you, or the data. It's mostly data driven of what has sold, how many homes are over ask, what they came in at over ask. And the other thing is that with a buyer, sometimes when they're new, they've got chatter from their parents, or they've got chatter from someone else.
And Susie's a realtor.
Oh, absolutely. And so that there has a lot, the influence. And then when they start feeling the pain of, oh my God, you really should have listened to me. And I know you love that home, but they went with this because you wanted that, because somebody chatted in your ear.
Yep.
And so that it's a big hurdle, but if they do
100%.
listen to you and say, listen, you like me, you trust me, here we go. We can do one where we're doing what you're being suggested to do. And if you don't get it, then please listen to me on the next. If there is a next, because a lot of them, they don't, you get all those bells and whistles, and some homes have it, some homes don't. What are you willing to, settle for?
And if you're working with a new client, I mean, trust is earned, right? You have to spend time with these other humans. You have to get to know each other. They were referred to you maybe, or maybe they just came to you from some other format. And I mean, you're doing right by the client always, but trust is earned, and they have to spend time with you, and they have to hear your advice. And like we've said, maybe lose a deal or 2 or 3.
Absolutely.
So.
See, in my area, I still am writing an average of 4 offers for a new home buyer, a brand new home buyer. Even if we're coming in at value, I'm still writing about 4 before we get an offer accepted.
Yeah,
Because
and I honestly don't think that's going to change just because they put a pause on the raising the rates. And I think people feel comfortable right now, and they're like, okay, let's go now. Let's go get this house and run with it before they, come back from vacation and decide to vote on it again.
And that's where it is on, the things that you absolutely have to have, the things that you're willing to give up. And that is where the conversations come in.
I also think we have to discuss with them that maybe this isn't your forever home, but you need a home. So let's get you a home that's affordable and comfortable, and then build some equity. And then you're in a lot better, especially for first-time home buyers who maybe don't have a lot of cash, don't have a lot of ability to, throw more money at it if, an escalation or whatever. let's just say maybe this isn't your forever home. We don't have to, the very first home you buy doesn't have to be the one you stay in the rest of your life. And
Right.
build
That's
some
like my
equity.
first conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
I mean, and also if this is your forever home, then think about refinancing when the rates go down. So
Yeah.
the little bit of pain, cut back on Starbucks once a week. Cause I just saw a meme. You know how you can save 5,000 a year? Stop spending $13.70 a day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, let's get in the dollars and cents
Agreed.
and the economy of it. So it's these hard conversations that a good realtor will have and be honest with their buyers. And then they have to make the choice, right? They're in the driver's seat.
Always, always.
That's it.
Well, ladies, this was a fantastic topic. I hope the audience appreciates our honesty and just trust your instincts. You have to work with this person, whoever you select, and you need to bond. And I think that's really important, and that will help the transaction go very smoothly. So if you like this topic, please hit the like button. We're also on YouTube, so make sure you follow and watch us there as well. I am so glad you tapped in and listened, and just send us some love. We love to hear from you, and have a great day, everybody.